As you can see, I was able to add the timer again. I found it. It's actually a bitch finding that exact same timer. I didn't realize I forgot the exact wording I typed in to find it. So I just had to keep trying to different combinations, and it was like bomb timer, and I was like, shit, I'm putting myself on a list here. But yeah, hey everybody.
It's very important to have that. It's just part of the show, you know.
It is. And I got the timing even better this time. Like it used to be like a half second off for the explosion sound, and it always annoyed me. So this time I got to fix it. So it's like perfectly lined up. Everybody's saying happy. Yes, it is my birthday, everybody. I am an ice cream cone.
Happy birthday again. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you. And
what are you, 27?
I wish. I'm 38. I'm officially 30. I've always looked, and it's funny because I've always looked about 3 to 5 years older than I am my whole life, but it's the gap has slowed as I've gotten older.
Are you really 38?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
cool.
You're
so young.
Nah, hey, Nads, what's up? How you doing? I'm an old fart. Yay. Muller destroyed. I'm gonna do a video. Don't worry. I'm just not rushing.
I caught part of his when his premiered, and what I saw was fantastic and accurate.
Mm-hmm. I was surprised he put one out so quickly, but then I realized it was only a half hour. So it was,
that's it.
Okay, it was only like it was like 30 something minutes.
I caught it during a premiere, so I couldn't tell what the runtime was.
Nah, yeah. So I looked at it afterwards. It was like 30 something minutes, which by his that might as well be a short.
Absolutely,
by his standards. So. I am an ice cream cone. Yes, the bottom is a cone. It's a little hard to see, but it is like
there it is.
Like it's like the most comfortable. It's funny because I bought it on Amazon. I was like, this is the most comfortable fucking shirt I've ever bought. Let's see who else is in the audience. Anish Palasul, Anish Pal Sule, 88. Thank you for however you pronounce your name. I appreciate the wish. Wow. I hate when that happens when I go to say someone's name and I'm like, I can't fucking pronounce this. Captain Giratina. We'll start to Spider Mid. We'll get to all that in a minute. But I do feel like we should get some of our guests in here. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I butchered the name real hard. I apologize. Maybe you can type it out like phonetically for me, and I'll fix it, and then we'll go from there. But first, let's get some people in here, shall we? Making his return, and also today, not only just my birthday, it was also Skynet's birthday. Skynet turns what at this point? It's 1990, like 20 years old almost. I don't know, but Rhodey, dressed in his finest Terminator gear.
Come with me if you want to laugh.
It's funny because your birthday is the same as Skynet's birthday. My brother's birthday is the same as Judgment Day.
Oh, that's interesting. I had a friend in high school that was the same thing. It was August 29th, right?
Yep.
Yeah, August 29th. Yeah.
Sorry, Rhodey. I just had to throw that in there. What's up, Rhodey? How's it going?
It's all good. Rebel Rose gave me this Skynet makeover for my avatar for the occasion.
Well, that's cool.
We're making his return, dressed in his finest Forrest Gump garb. We got Toller Talks.
I'm not a smart man, but I know Brand New Day is not a good film.
Fresh off of his most recent, not only the most recent, his debut on Open Bar, where he got to say 7 total things the entire time. It's Generation Offended.
Ew, how's it going? 7. Yeah.
I think this is the first time I've been on with you where I've seen your face. So
it's that was literally the first time. The other day was the first time he ever showed his face on screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the 3rd time I'm showing my face ever. So yeah, it's
in life. He normally doesn't show it to anybody.
Yeah, I usually got a bag in my head, but I take it off.
That'd be hilarious if you literally walked around with a bag. I just can't be seen anywhere.
I'm pretty much, when Shia LaBeouf had that, like, I'm not famous anymore bag, that's what I wear. I've never been famous.
Never been famous. Probably not. Honestly, all of us probably never will be famous. Yeah. And making his return to my channel it's got to be like the first time in like 2 years or so. I met this guy a long time ago, long before I met any of these other people, actually. And we did collaborations long ago. And that's Mr. Lumar. How are you doing? Also seeing your
Hoi,
face
hoi.
for the first time. You were just a green skeleton.
Yes, I was. Yeah, life's been had its ups and downs, but now it's more stable. So yeah, it's happy. I'm happy to be back on and giving
Good to have
my
you back, man.
giving my unique takes on media that no one else has ever had before.
Yeah, no one has
Yeah.
no one shares these opinions. Especially not all of us who had not the greatest things to say about Brand New Day, which is not as good as a lot of people seem to think it is. But
I thought I was going
Yeah.
to be the only one. Like,
no,
Yeah.
Matt, you might still be the one who's the most angry at it because you are the living embodiment of the drama mask and the drama and comedy masks. But
I don't know. I mean, I didn't hate it. So, but it's just not that great.
it's got a lot of issues.
Yeah.
This is like a solid one view movie where
That's
if
exactly
you
right.
can watch it, and as long as you don't think about it too much after the fact, you start to it starts to break down as soon as you apply any logic to about 3/4 of it.
It's just strange that this is the one that is like hitting $1 billion in the first weekend. Like, why?
I'm not too shocked by that. Spider-Man is just at this point, it's the first of all, he's probably the most popular superhero nowadays.
No,
For a long time, it was Batman. I think Spider-Man is officially the most popular.
I agree with that. I mean, it automatically, if it's a Spider-Man movie, it's going to do well. And when you have that word of mouth as well, then yeah, it's going to be super successful. But I still feel like all the ingredients were there for the last one, the third one. And that movie was massively successful, but this one's just like outpacing the last one. And I don't really get why, because the last one, in my opinion, which has its issues, but I found that one more enjoyable than this one, So like, obviously the last one's gimmicky and they're juggling a lot of things, but I feel like it just was a little bit more successful in terms of the way they juggled things than this one was.
Yeah, that was something I
Yeah.
posed to during our podcast that we recorded yesterday. Is that is it because people have been hankering for a good superhero film? Is that why this thing is done really well right out the gate, or is it specifically brand appeal? Is Spider-Man just that big?
I think it's a combination of three things. Brand appeal is number one, I think. Number two is that everyone does still, no matter what people say, superhero fatigue. It wasn't superhero fatigue. It was bad movie fatigue. It was homework fatigue. It was everything. I don't think there's really a fatigue for any particular genre. It's just you want it to go back to what good. If it's doing good, if you're making good movies, it will do fine. But I think this was also, they did a hell of a marketing campaign for this. It was the trailers did a really good job of making you go, well, I got to see what the hell that's about.
I mean, kind of like they're not bad trailers, but it was that last one that they released where it was like, oh, okay.
I think it's just like it's just a lot of fan baiting.
Yeah.
I said this. Well, we were talking about it on the Critical Drinkers podcast, Dark Hour, but I said, this is just like them trying to jam in as much as they can into one movie. Like they got The Hand, they got Punisher, they got Jean Grey, and they got snippets of the Scorpion and Tombstone. Like this movie's
Tombstone,
just
Tarantula, those iconic covers that the Steve Ditko covers,
Exactly.
Jack Kirby covers from early on. They went through about like 5 or 6 covers, like iconic imagery in about 35 seconds.
And then they had one with the Punisher at the end there. That was pretty from Civil War. That was pretty iconic. They did a bunch of that. And I think it's all just to like get your, oh, I want to see them live action, and then get butts in seats by, shoving as much as you can. That was why the Hulk was in so much of the trailers, even though he's in the movie for about a minute.
Well, I mean, the same thing with Scorpion. I mean, there's 2 trailers out there, as I've already done my video on it, where he has quite a few extensive scenes. Come to find out, that's the only fucking scenes he's in the film.
Yeah.
I just want to acknowledge. Lumar, I'll get to you in a second. I just want to acknowledge Greenhead24. Yeah, Spider-Man is probably the most popular superhero. For a long time, it was Batman. But I'm starting to think after watching this, I'm starting like seeing what the craze that happened here. I don't think I'm not even starting to think. I do not think it's even a debate anymore as to who the most popular superhero is. I think it's Spider-Man.
I think it's debatable. I think that Spider-Man is the most popular in Marvel, and then
I think that I think Batman is still more popular amongst like our generation.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, I feel, has jumped into the next generation, and that's what's kind of pushing it. And I think that that's also what's pushing these ticket sales. Every kid wants to see it, and therefore parents have to take them, even if they don't really care about it. It's going to push ticket sales to be even bigger. I call it the Titanic effect. Most guys didn't want to see Titanic, but everybody's wife and girlfriend did, and they ended up taking them, and that's what made that movie so successful. It just had these legs. It's the same thing with this. But Lumar, you're about to say something. I don't want to keep you cut off.
I was just agreeing. It was like, let's have a lot of shit in this movie so we can put it in the marketing, and then maybe it'll appeal to someone. It's like, let's get the Hulk, and he's proper Hulk this time. He's not this pussy Hulk who's been in the past few years. This is Savage Hulk. Let's get Punisher in, There's going to be some, the whole no killing thing that he has with Daredevil. We'll bring that into this movie. Yeah, it just seemed like they just tried to appeal to as many people as they possibly could, because I think they know it's going to get rebooted soon, so why not try and milk these actors and these characters for what they are in case you decide to go a different direction. But yeah, ultimately it just doesn't work well, I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm not. So the thing is, I'm not sure if they're gonna. I don't think it's gonna be rebooted. I think it's gonna be retooled. I think that's the term I would use. I think that they're going to keep certain aspects and get rid of other ones. Obviously,
some of these actors are going to be too old.
Yeah, they're going to retool some of them, but I don't think Tom Holland's going anywhere. I don't think. I think he legitimately enjoys being the character. For the most part, people enjoy him being the character. I'm actually a fan of his version of the character. And like, it's what was it? There were some people who were what was it? There was the thing going around where he's going to hospitals and stuff and doing the whole thing. Really, it's just for publicity. I'm like, you think those kids that are dying give a shit? He clearly wants to like do things as this character. You don't do that if you're planning on leaving the role, and I'm okay with it. I just think they need for Spider-Man, for them to make this work, they really need this to be like a point where they start deviating from what they've been doing up to this point. They need to get away from the MJ doesn't remember me storyline. They need to get away from a lot of this and start introducing actual characters, not in a scene in the beginning, not in a little 2-second cameo, like a legit, like he needs to have like his rogues gallery is second only to Batman. Some might even argue it's better because the back end of his rogues gallery is better than the back end of Batman's.
Well, I mean, I guess what I appreciate about this movie is like they're finally like living up to Spider-Man. Like I'm so tired of the fucking high school bullshit. Like let's see like an adult Spider-Man, and like the movie didn't fully get there, but it's on its way of getting there. So in the future, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with him. I am, however, as the movie's going on, I'm like, okay, so it's been 4 years since No Way Home. What the fuck is he doing for money? Like that's structural issues with the script. Yeah, and it's like this is a missed opportunity for you to start working at the Daily Bugle. Like, why are they running from that stuff? It's so weird. I think that they're afraid of recasting J. Jonah Jameson because I'm not sure that they can't. But they set him up in the last film and they turned him into Alex Jones, obviously. So and like I think that's, and I said this in our review. We just recorded our review last night, but I do think it's cool that they realize that no one can really play him except for J.K. Simmons. So they basically just brought him back, but as a variant version of fucking retarded word, as a variant of J. Jonah Jameson from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man universe. But yeah, I mean, like, I guess probably what it is since they took that Alex Jones angle, they can't make him redeemable whatsoever. And why would Peter be involved with him? You know, whatever it is. But still, that whole plot is absent from the movie, which is weird because you have an excuse to like, okay, well, there's some income that he's making. And also Spider-Man's just supposed to be part of the Daily Bugle. What the fuck? It's just weird that he's not. It almost makes Spider-Man.
It's part of his character. It's part of taking pictures of himself. And
it just ultimately makes Tom Holland Spider-Man not feel like the actual Spider-Man. It feels like you're watching a variant of him and not the real Spider-Man.
Well, that could be the same thing with the lack of Uncle Ben. Like he's not in the story at all. And so I was reading an interview, I think it was with Kevin Feige, where they were talking about, or it was the Russo brothers maybe, and they were talking about
they're basically the same person at this point.
Yeah, it was one of the creators of this version of Spider-Man, and they were saying that Uncle Ben did exist and that he did die the same way he died in it, but it didn't have the same impact on Peter. Like, it didn't have the same message to Peter because, like, obviously,
we didn't even get a shot of his tombstone in the film either. We saw Aunt May's, but we didn't see his.
Exactly. Yeah, that's another missed opportunity.
Well,
they could have easily just put them on the same one, and the name could have been there, and it would have been fine.
At this point,
at least paid that off.
At this point, I don't think they should bring Uncle Ben in. I think if they bring Uncle Ben in now, I know that's controversial. I understand how
You're not allowed to actually. It's like a rule.
I know
you're not allowed to revive Uncle Ben. It's like in their bylaws.
Well,
yeah, you mean just like in flashbacks and stuff? Is that what you're saying? Like,
I think they should cut him out.
Yeah, they can do flashbacks, but they can't like revive him from the dead for real.
No,
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I got confused.
He's supposed to always die and stay dead.
Yeah.
Well, it's something that
it's considered such an iconic moment to them as a brand. It's but they've undone other iconic moments. Like Gwen Stacy has been revived, and that's pretty much the end of the Silver Age of comics. So,
Well, something I'm hung up on is you talked about the MJ storyline in Brand New Day, and something the three of us here on the bottom of the panel were talking about yesterday is MJ and Ned don't really know Peter Parker is Peter Parker, so the love, the connection, all that, it's not really there. Why didn't they take this as an opportunity to introduce Black Cat? I think
that's really the thing. I think everybody wants.
Another romance between Peter Parker and someone else. Black Cat is perfect for that, and they just whiffed it. We bitched about it for like a solid 15 minutes yesterday.
Instead he's still pining for Zendaya. Fucking stupid.
Like, can we comment on them, by the way? Like, if you looked at them on
you can comment on anything.
Screen.
The movie's been out for almost like a week now, so you're
good. No, what I'm saying is that, like, if you look at them on screen, you would never know that they're husband and wife. You'd have no fucking.
Well, it doesn't help. Chemistry. It doesn't help that Zendaya is always hooking up with some other dude in every movie that they're in together.
Isn't that every actress? To watch it.
I really think that Tom Holland has a fetish that he's just not letting everybody know. But
the relationships are pretty. I mean, that's like every actor, though. Like every couple, you could say that about any actress. I mean,
the worst one is James Gunn, where he's like sitting there, just like,
Okay, that's a little weird. He's
my wife is ready for you.
Yeah, that one's he's writing that out. That's a little strange.
So, like I was saying before, so you have all these, iconic moments that are just crammed into this 35, 40-second clip in the beginning. And that's really the movie that they needed to tell for this. I think this movie would have been more effective if you had that buffer story in the middle. You needed because it I don't want to say it completely invalidates the previous movie, because obviously there's, it doesn't get resolved at the end in such a way that it would invalidate it completely. It cheapens it a little bit, though.
It does, but I do think that they stuck to their guns for the most part. I was surprised that they did. I thought this was going to be like undone midway through the film, but
that's why I don't think it invalidates it. It just cheapens.
Right, exactly.
Now, if you take that, like him being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man that builds up the reputation of being everyone loving him, and even then you could put the Black Cat in that. You could have those kind of characters show up, then hit them with this one as the middle one in this next trilogy. I think it's more effective. I think that's the biggest problem, is that we're missing. The biggest problem, trilogy structure wise, because this is supposed to be a new trilogy, is that this isn't a good first after what we saw.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. They should have just stuck to a more straight level antagonist. I don't think bringing Jean Grey in from the X-Men is a good idea for a Spider-Man film. Like we were just talking about how big his rogues gallery is. Like he's got so many villains to pick from that they haven't even used yet on film. Like I was talking about this before with bring on Jackal and start the clone series. Like, right, you got something there. It hasn't been done.
I think that I really want to know how the hell they're going to get Ned to be Hobgoblin, because he might be the goofiest character I've ever seen on screen in anything. He's unintentionally, they're trying to play him off as funny, but it just comes off as irritating.
Yeah, it's cringe.
Apparently they're casting Harry Osborn, so they might give it to someone else. He's been switched out for Hobgoblin before.
Yeah, but so they really can't go that route. Obviously, they wasted Tombstone, Tarantula. They wasted him. I'm just going through, and then if you take Sony has also wasted other villains in their other dumbass pursuits, like Kraven. Kraven might still be able to show up though, because just ignore that.
They're gonna bury him, bro. There's no
Michael
shot.
Mando, Scorpion, nachos. You don't waste nachos.
Exactly, you don't. And they even tried setting up the fucking Venom crossover in the last film. That went nowhere.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah.
Well, supposedly they're course correcting, and that's going to be in Secret Wars. They're actually going to do the true way instead of him just randomly getting a symbiote on Earth.
Are they planning on it being Tom Hardy still, or are they going to just recast?
Well, I have this. My guess is that they're just going to recast because technically Tom Hardy is in a different universe. He's in that Venomverse. And unfortunately, it's going to be really hard to wash the hero off of him to make him a villain.
That's what the problem with those fucking movies are. The anti-hero movies. They're not anti-hero movies. They're good guys. Like it's fucking stupid.
Really, hot take. Bring back Topher Grace.
It's funny because back when they were having the because I don't know if you remember, Tobey Maguire went through some contract disputes in the second movie.
Yep,
and I
Jake
remember
Gyllenhaal became very close.
But I remember specifically saying that Topher Grace would be a great person to take over because of the similar style of awkwardness that he brings as Tobey Maguire, and then they made him Venom, and I was like, this is horrible. This is
or it was
like
really
I was
really
like, that was like a true monkey paw moment where I was like, I really hope that if this goes through, it's Topher Grace ends up in the Spider-Man movies, and then it was like, we got you. He's gonna be right here.
I just don't know how they got to that street walking dance scene. They're like, this is
that's
that's
iconic. I don't. That should never be removed ever.
No, I agree. I mean, I love Spider-Man 3. It's arguably my favorite Spider-Man film. How many times I've seen it.
How screwy would it be if Topher Grace was brought back as Eddie Brock, running the Daily Bugle for Peter Parker to work at?
That's all I'm saying.
There you go.
If we're gonna nostalgia bait, let's nostalgia bait the whole way.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, there's a possibility that he comes back. I mean, we don't know. Doomsday's bringing everybody back from every movie.
Yeah.
Howard the Duck from the 80s is going to show up in this fucking movie. I promise you. You heard it here. I'm telling you, the weird, like, nightmare-inducing Howard the Duck. Yeah, he's going to be in it.
Mm-hmm. I think the thing with the Spider-Man film is that there is a good movie inside of it. Like, you can see, like, if they strip away so much of the fat and they added in some characters that should have been there it could have been a great film. Like, because we're talking about Venom, like, why not add a new version of Eddie Brock into the story? He can be the new best friend, and then you could lead up to the Venom thing where they stop being best friends, obviously, because Peter betrays them in some supposed way. And then he becomes Venom, and you do the whole Venom saga in the new series.
Yeah, that's another problem of not having the Daily Bugle, is that's supposed to be, the rivalry comes from that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you can redo it in however you feel like. Technically, you could use the Ultimate Spider-Man version, which was different. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was not. It wasn't like a rivalry.
Eddie Brock starts hitting on Zendaya.
Yeah, well, but he'd be into that. He'd be into that. He'd be like, you know what? That actually, the only way that I could, he'd be like, this big black guy over here, he's gonna hit on my. There was so many. I don't even know which thing to bring up. There's just because I don't want to sit here and nitpick on the tiny details only because like there's so many bigger problems. Like obviously,
Yeah, okay. I fucking hated that. We talked about it before, but I fucking hated that whole scene with Elena and in the bathtub.
Oh my God.
She calls
There
them
you
small
go.
potatoes. I ranted so.
Well, dude, and she's like in a fat phase right now because like anytime you saw her, she's below water.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck her. She's so annoying. I couldn't stand Punisher, dude. Like Jesus Christ. I can't stand John Bernthal. He fucking sucks.
He just every character he plays at this point is just Shane. It's just Shane.
Let me tell you something.
Telemachus. Let me tell you something, Telemachus.
Well, talking about Yelena, one thing that irked me from a storytelling standpoint was you see her communicating with Peter or with Spider-Man, and then obviously the other two show up, and he tells her what's going on. He tells her the whole case, and it's like, okay, a young girl is kidnapped by the government, and her sister sees it. Does not hit a little close to home, and she just acts like it doesn't matter. It's like, hello, you should care about
even
this.
if you take out the hit close to home part. At what point? So the whole thing is, these are small potatoes. We only deal with the big potatoes, and it's like, what the fuck is a big potato? You literally have an Omega level mutant running around that's taking over people's minds in New York, in the biggest city in the world.
Yeah, and
that's small potatoes.
You could make the argument that maybe someone like Daredevil, who doesn't have powers, really is small potatoes. But like Spider-Man has some like legit powers. Like, how is he small? But this is stupid.
Well, the fact that she's never actually dealt with anything like big potatoes in her entire storyline compared to what Spider-Man's had to deal with already, right? Like he's been around longer than her. He's dealt with bigger potatoes than she has.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, leave the big stuff to the big players here." Meanwhile, she's got a team
all
of
us, the punchy,
Americas.
kicky, shoot handguns people.
Yeah,
we're more important than you.
That like Spider-Man fights on a daily basis. Like these guys, they're all like his goons. Like he could take a bunch of Captain Americas.
Yeah, he has. I mean, that's actually one of my favorite memes of all time. It's like Spider-Man steals World War II relic from Veteran when he took the shield from him.
That was greght. Yeah,
Rob's World War II veteran of war relic or something like that.
Let's say DarkHour. Pull up Jegson's comments. The Jegson Bohees. Pull up that one. This pissed me off. I don't know what it is about Marvel, Disney, films and shows when you have a female antagonist, a clear antagonist that does fucked up shit, and then they just walk free. No consequences.
Zero agency. Yeah.
No accountability.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah.
For fuck's sake, this character was introduced using Azazel's power from not X-Men, but fucking Fallen with Denzel Washington.
Yeah, that scene was pillaged directly from Fallen, 100%.
That's how we met this character, and she just kept getting worse.
So here was the thing, and I said this a little bit on Open Bar. I said this also on Metals Forge the other day, and I want to get your guys' opinion on this. I think personally that there was an out here. They could have still did Jean Grey, but at the end they could have rug pulled a little bit and kind of saved face for the character. I would have liked to see them at the end find out that it's actually Madeline Pryor, which anybody who knows X-Men that's her clone, her evil clone. Now it's a little cliche. Don't get me wrong. I understand it's a little cliche, but it allows you to have the shock moment of Jean Grey. And pretty much be right. She could still have the memories, all that stuff. But it preserves Jean Grey as a character with still doing everything you wanted to do. And either that, or I mean, obviously other people have suggested Emma Frost should have been this character. But.
Or it could have just been her sister, and looking for Jean was the one that was caught, not her. And they could have done that. She could have been acting like she was Jean Grey. I don't fucking know. Anything was better than what we got because Jean Grey was just a homicidal maniac. And at the end, everything's cool because vagina. fucking retarded.
Yeah, I think if we went with what you recommended, DarkHour, even though I like the idea of that, I think we'd be right back here talking about how cheap and a cop out it would look like. But the thing that they screwed
now,
up.
yeah,
with,
obviously this goes based on the concept of hindsight. We can see what
Yeah, the thing that irked me is that they went too far. Like I think Jean could have been a good anti-hero, could have been that person who's kind of on that moral line. But like if we talked about this extensively on our podcast, the MJ sequence, throwing her off a building and then leaving her body mid-flight so that she can tell she's plummeting to her death. That is a certain type of sadistic, and then the construction worker that she just makes him walk back into traffic and get hit. It's like, why is that in there?
The bomb too. The bomb.
Yeah, the bomb
in a tank.
Well,
Why?
Just all of it. She's going through New York City, one of the busiest cities on the entire planet, and she's firing a minigun and she's launching missiles and shit like that through the street. And like, if Spider-Man wasn't there, so many people would have died. And I'm supposed to feel sorry for her.
Here's one thing I'm not sure if you guys noticed. I said this to Rhodey or backstage, and he didn't even think of this. There's actually a much bigger problem. Well, not I was saying not a much bigger problem. But there's a problem that went completely unnoticed with the APC and the minigun, simply because of the shock factor of it being a janitor, and that is who was firing the minigun.
Yeah, was it just her?
No one thought
no
of that.
Fucking gunner.
There was no gunner in the APC. It was just that one lady.
She's just doing all of it.
I mean, like,
well,
reference to, by the way.
There's
take away all reason and accountability.
Yeah, I mean, there's the obvious issue as well is that the movie should have been over in about 5 seconds.
I like how Generation Offended was just like, yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm just going to continue going. This is as
good as it gets.
It's as good as it gets. It's Jack Nicholson. How do you write women so well? I think of a man. I take away all reason and accountability.
That's her entire methodology of getting in there is flawed.
Let Generation Offended go. He was.
Go.
Yeah, well, just the movie should have been over in 5 seconds because all she needs to do is go and find Buddy from Severance there, the black guy, Melchick, and go into his brain, and then the movie's over. It takes 5 seconds.
Yes!
Instead of going through all these
people. He doesn't live at the building.
Be in New York. She could be in like Colorado or some shit, just jumping from person to person.
She has literal human cloaking technology by being any human being she wants, and she uses a sledgehammer the size of a fucking armored vehicle. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Aura farming. The whole thing. The whole movie is just aura farming. But yeah, it's like that's some of the things I want to point out in my video when I inevitably do it. And I do think that what's going to end up happening, because it has happened with other movies too. It kind of happened with Brand New Day, where everyone was so nostalgia bitten by, we got Toby on screen, we got Andrew Garfield on screen, they brought back all the villains, this is the greatest movie ever, and then like 6 months later, people are like, and then it happened with Deadpool and Wolverine, which I still find to be an enjoyable movie, but when you think about it, you're like, this is actually kind of dumb. It's like, it's another one of those. It's just nostalgia. This was kind of like that. It was just throwing in characters for like the Hulk, not necessary for this plot at all.
Really pisses me off when they did the banner. Yeah. I'm really pissed off actually, because I thought She-Hulk couldn't be more disrespectful to the Hulk. They fucking committed Bruce Banner and they treat it like a joke.
Oh yeah.
Could you not put this man through anyone? Leave him the fuck alone, man. Jesus.
Yeah, why didn't Peter go over to the hospital and be like, "Hey, guys, he got possessed. It's not his fault."
He did that for everyone else, literally everyone else, not Bruce.
Yeah. It's Mark Ruffalo. Fuck him.
Anybody who wants to go over to the Sins, if they prefer the Sins stream, they feel free to go. But just leave a super chat before you leave. That's all I say.
What did you guys think of? Because if we were talking yesterday about who the worst actors, like the worst performance in the film was, and my selection was Sadie Sink. What did you guys actually think of her portrayal of Jean Grey? And I love her as an actress. I just think she sucked here.
I'm kind of with you on that. And I don't, me and Bobby said this in our review yesterday, but what's up with like Gen Z and like accepting all of these mids as like their leading ladies? Sadie Sink, Zendaya, there's like, I mean, back when fucking X-Men came out, we had Famke Janssen, we had Rebecca Romaine Stamos. I remember when they cast Anna Paquin as Rogue, that was kind of like, what? Why is she playing Rogue? Rogue's supposed to be a 10. But then you see what they do with her character in the movie, and it kind of made sense. But yeah, I just don't understand these mids, dude. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But she's just okay. I mean, she was just. I guess. Sorry, go ahead.
I do want to answer that question in a second, but I want to point out this as well before it goes. Like, obviously, it's not going to go away in the chat, but why do you think it was able to fool Nerdrotic as and Drinker? Normally, they're able to spot the garbage. So Drinker, here's the thing: is I know obviously I know Drinker pretty well at this point. He's very normie when it comes to comic books. He didn't grow up as a comic book fan. He has a fairly basic knowledge of most of them, so I think he's kind of in the target market for this in terms of like, okay, this is cool, it's whatever. I don't really give too much of a shit about which character's doing what as long as it looks cool. Like I don't think he really would like knows the ins and outs of someone like Jean Grey.
Yeah, but there's still some story elements though that are without having to read the comic books that are just questionable.
Well, but here's the thing: is now as Nerdrotic, on the other hand, I'm a little surprised that they were so into this one, because they're usually the like I said, like Drinker doesn't really care to like, he covers the comic book stuff because it's what he does for a living, obviously. But I don't think, to my knowledge, I don't think he has really ever read any of it.
Well, I also think there's a firm difference between, because I ran into this in my review. I didn't think Brand New Day was a great film, but I still enjoyed it. I think there's a firm difference between saying like, I don't think this thing's that great. Here's all the problems, but I still had a good time with it. I think there's a firm difference between, between those.
It depends.
Subjectivity. Sorry.
Yeah. If you sit back and like you start looking at details, that's when it starts to if you just look at it as a big picture, I can see what you're saying.
I mean, there's a subjective enjoyment that you can have with any film, and then there's like objective problems in the story, right? Like there's actual like flaws, like the whole Jean Grey thing. Like that's just you can't get around it. It's a really fucking stupid thing. It takes 5 seconds for the film to really end, and it would be like the cold open to a movie, what it really should have been, not the movie itself. It should have been, Jean Grey getting to the mind of some guy, and it gets, that information drives her crazy or something. Not her trying to get to this guy the entire film, even though she could have had him at any point. She could have fucking possessed him at any time.
Stupenzo is kind of right about this. That most people like that there was no homework required. I agree with that. This one pretty much, as long as you saw the previous Spider-Man movie, you were good. You didn't have to watch the Punisher show. You didn't have to you just knowing he's the Punisher was good enough.
My daughter didn't watch No Way Home. She's 9 years old, and she still understood everything that was going on in Brand New Day.
Exactly.
So.
Like to get the subtle details, you need to have seen a couple of things, but it wasn't like it didn't fall into the Marvel trap of watch 4 TV shows and 72 movies.
Oh man, I saw these posts coming up like you do for every Marvel movie, where it's like, you need to watch 109 hours of Marvel to get this movie. It's like, no, you don't. You don't need to watch any of that.
Well, they've slowly but surely started doing where you don't have to watch anything, because they completely null and void everything after the fact. They're just like, okay, and now it doesn't matter anymore. I do want to circle back to what Matt was saying though. So here's the thing: is I think that a lot of people give Zendaya, like specifically Zendaya, I think she's a lot more attractive than most people give her credit for, only because they derp her up in every fucking role she's in.
No, dude.
They really do, in my opinion.
This was probably the best she's ever looked, but she's still like a Cincinnati 7, maybe in this movie. Maybe.
Cincinnati 7? I've never heard that before.
I've heard, it's a Staten Island 7 I've heard of, so it's probably similar concept.
I actually went through Cincinnati earlier today, so I totally get what you're saying.
I'm I said more attractive than people give her credit for. That doesn't mean that she's a 10. I just don't think they clearly make
MJ's
her
supposed to be a 10.
Yeah,
They're all supposed to be 10s, man.
And
Sorry,
but
Dylan.
MJ
Sadie
especially.
Sadie Sink,
Yeah.
I think one of her biggest issues is we watched her grow up. So it's like it's impossible. She just kind of has like cute, weird looking redhead kind of going on.
The Sadie
Like,
Sink thing is just annoying because so Doomsday's coming out and Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen are still,
100.
Magneto. I mean, they're still Magneto and Professor X. So why is Sadie? What the fuck? It's so exhausting. So Sadie Sink is younger than them. Okay.
Same thing with James Marsden coming back as Cyclops.
Exactly.
They're supposed to be teammates.
but then on top of that, then
they're
out there
supposed
somewhere
to be married.
Well,
there
I didn't
somewhere-
want to go
But
that.
you've also got Fassbender and what's his face as the younger versions, and then Sophie Turner played Jean Grey as well. It's just fucking. Oh yeah, she's terrible. Just exhausting.
Yeah, this is actually kind of what I think a lot of people. That's kind of what I was saying. I think a lot of people still view her as when she first debuted because she, truth be told, she doesn't look that much older than when she debuted in Stranger Things.
Nah.
Like she hasn't really aged a lot. That actually
Careful,
is pretty common.
DarkHour, careful.
No, I'm saying she hasn't really aged a lot. What was she like? Let's see, that was about 8 years ago when she debuted in that because it was season. Yeah, so she was what?
She came
16?
in season 2.
Yeah, so she was like 16. She hasn't really aged a lot, so I think a lot of people don't even view her as being in her 20s. They just still think of her as like a teenager.
She does.
She was 14 in season 2 of Stranger Things. 14.
Okay, so 14. Okay.
Yeah.
I think she's just. I think the thing that pissed me off about this movie too is that she is just Max. She's just acts like Max.
Yes.
The
There's
entire
nothing
time.
Jean Grey about her whatsoever.
She does.
I thought she was gonna start levitating in the air with her eyes folded back. I thought that was gonna happen. I was waiting for it.
She does
run
have
up that hill, man.
Issue.
Yeah, Kate Bush.
Oh my God! Imagine if they played that song.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I don't even think it was necessarily her fault. Like I may just be a Sadie Sink defender. I think she was excellent in The Whale with Brendan Fraser.
Fuck that movie,
but
she was good in it.
Yeah, I feel like the production with Brand New Day was like, hey, you're really good with like the angsty shithead teenager angle. Can you like do that again? Because I just feel like she's so much better than what she gave us.
No, 100%. It's I definitely think that one of her pitfalls as an actress is that she falls back on that, like you just said, and she talks to everyone like they're a moron.
Yeah. Yes.
So I actually I said that I remember saying this in my Stranger Things video because I did like all the little instead of commercials I did like letters from actors because there was just so many fucking characters I couldn't put them all in a character section, so I was like I have to come up with a creative way around this. And I said that she was the only like actress or actor in that group that's kind of improved and grown on me.
Agree.
Whereas the rest of them just became annoying. I was just like Finn Wolfhard. I'm just like okay, I'm over you. Millie Bobby Brown, I'm over you. Like all of you, except maybe Dustin. I kind of like him. But
I'll die on the hill that out of the core kids, Sadie Sink is the best actress best actor.
She definitely has been. I mean, I don't know what her ceiling is going to be, but she's clearly taken it seriously at least and tried to get better. Problem is, if they tell her, "Hey, just do this," and she falls back into it, it's almost like old habits, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of how they played this, and really, it should have been the trauma like dumping toward the end just made it seem worse because it was
so fucking tired of that shit.
Yeah, it should have led in with that at minimum. You know, it's like I don't want you to do the trauma dump, but don't do it as a justification at the end. At least start off with the justification.
Yeah, the trauma dumping seems like they're trying to give us an excuse for why she did all this. It's like you can't excuse any of that. What are you talking about?
You can't Jedi mind trick us for getting an old man getting slammed by a fucking car.
Yeah. What was it? I kept saying, technically, she didn't kill anybody. Other people killed people on her behalf. She never killed a single person.
Oh, that's some jigsaw saw crap right there. Fuck off.
Jean Grey wants to play a game.
Somebody else pulled the trigger. What are you talking about?
DarkHour, tell us your opinion on Charles Manson, please. What's your...
Oh, well, he's completely innocent. He did nothing wrong.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I think Sadie Sink was a really... I don't think... She just doesn't work at all in this film. She doesn't work as an actress. She doesn't work as a character. The character dynamic of Spider-Man was really strange because they don't ever interact in the comics.
No,
but they're not.
I actually had ChatGPT tell me because I was curious. It was
they actually get married
times.
What?
They actually get married, if I'm not mistaken. Once MJ passes away when they're older, Spider-Man actually gets married to Jean Grey.
That must be well after I stopped reading.
I did research for our podcast, and I was looking that up. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Some kind of like alternate reality thing.
It's a variant, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's just like a one-off comic thing. Yeah, but I mean, like in general, they're not two characters that interact that heavily. I think they again should have gotten someone a bit more like Black Cat who can be this bad because like there's this dynamic in the movie that they're trying to go for. It's like, ooh, it's the bad girl. And there's clearly an attraction there. Apparently, there was a kiss cut between Jean Grey and Peter Parker. So they were clearly leaning into a romance at first. You know, the bad girl versus the good guy kind of trope. Black Cat fits perfectly in that. That's the classic dynamic that they have. Mm-hmm. She's just, I don't think this is such a weird place to plug an X-Men startup film. Such a weird place to do it.
Bizarre.
Yeah, Jean's sister is basically irrelevant in the comics. She dies, she triggers some stuff, but she's not a recurring character or anything that continues to come back. So I don't know why they went that route. They could have. I don't know. I just don't want to. I think what was it? You, Jenoff, I think you said that the bones are there for some good stuff. And
I think there's like 3 films in this movie. I think they should have gone with one of them, which is the main arachnid hybrid Spider-Man story, right? So you have Spider-Man. He's been alone for a while. He's having a hard time. He's surrounding himself with darker people, like, and this is just my pitch, but Black Cat, the Punisher, and maybe someone like like I don't know. Like Venom, like something like that, darker figures, and then he's up against a street level crime villain who's really fucking with his life, and then he's transforming into this hybrid monster creature, and at the end of the film, his like allies like the Punisher and Black Cat gotta help him find his humanity again, and because it would also tie in with themes of their characters, because like the Punisher is kind of a monster within the man kind of guy, Black Cat's a character who's a duality. Yeah, you have these dual characters around him that are bringing out this side of himself.
The only reason why I think they might be avoiding Black Cat is to not draw too many comparisons to Batman and Catwoman, which happens very often. That's the only reason I think
identical characters.
Yeah, it's quite literally the same exact dynamic. That was the thing I was by far the most disappointed with, was no Man Spider, no 6-armed Spider, no nothing. Not even a dream sequence where he does it. Apparently, I can respect this. I was told that when I was on Metals Forge that it was originally in there, the concept of doing at minimum a dream sequence as Man Spider, but Tom Holland like kind of creative control nixed it, because he doesn't want to scare the shit out of kids. The murder and sexual assault are allowed in front of the kids, but the scariness is too much for them. But I can now, he probably couldn't have nixed those other things, because that would have been completely telling them like, no, we're gonna please take this script back and redo the whole thing. But I can respect him not wanting to scare the shit out of children. He clearly cares that like kids look up to him as Spider-Man, so I'm okay with it. It still disappoints me deep down that they didn't do it, but I can accept that as a reason.
Hang on, I see a comment there from Fiery Penguin. What's going on, brother? He was talking about how there was no point in mentioning the mutation. I liked the narrative through lines that they were trying to go for. Like the mutation was supposed to signify, him transforming from, a high school kid into an adult, all of those friendships that might not carry over, just him overall maturing. But that's why they did it. They just didn't bring it home. It's all explained away in like 2 lines after like when he's getting ready to die. I think almost died to the hand. It's just explained away in 2 lines and that's it. So I appreciated the attempt. I didn't like the execution.
Just want to take a minute here. I just want to highlight the super chats before we get too far ahead, especially because I just noticed this one wasn't on my starred ones. Stuck working, want to be here, but bills suck, as we all know. I'll be in chat. Happy birthday, dude! Much love. Can't wait to you get a day off and watch a movie with me live.
Is he drinking at work?
He drives professionally, so I hope he's not drinking at work.
Oh, Lord.
He's just
That's from Blue Collar Loser for five American dollarunos. D. D'Angelo, Merry Christmas, buddy. It's kind of an inside joke. That's one of my best friends in real life, and his birthday is around Christmas, so I always made it a point to go and visit him for his birthday, though. So.
That's nice.
Aw.
That's sweet.
Gandalf 1477, who I don't think I've ever seen in the chat before. So welcome to the live chat. $2. Happy birthday with a cake, a slice of cake. I can't wait to have some cake.
Yeah.
Iron Mandrill, who's been on the show many a time for $1.99. I always find it weird when it's a not a solid number. It's like $1.99, $1.47,
Yeah.
$2.72. Happy birthday to DarkHour. That's me. Oop, I just highlighted the same one again. 2 jewels from Sparkles. I don't know what that is. Thank you.
I guess they're like little gift. They're like little emoji things they can buy. I guess kind of like a super chat in a way.
Can we take it to a pawn shop?
22 cares about me 100 times more with 200 jewels.
So, can we take him to a pawn shop though?
And then the Sparkles again. That's not. I didn't highlight the same one twice. She did it twice. Enjoyed bag of donuts. Happy more herbs, less salt day.
Is he drinking too?
On a diet? No, they tell you go on a diet, man.
For $4.99. Thank you. I don't know what you said, but thank you. I have no clue what the hell he just said. I appreciate it though. Yeah, can you clarify what the hell that even means? Yeah, okay.
I don't think
some kind of witchcraft, I think.
It's like I'm slowly just dying now from saying that combination of words. A worst case scenario would have been if it like triggered some Manchurian Candidate shit. It's like all of a sudden I say it and then I get up, just walk out of the room and murder someone. You get the chat you deserve. Apparently, DarkHour deserves a bunch of beer. Yeah, I forgot to grab a bottle of tequila. I'm all out, so I can't really do that.
Oh no!
I do have like Jameson somewhere around here.
Or Lumar.
Unless like most of the time when Lumar's live, you can hear the gin bottle. There it is.
Yeah, nice.
Lumar gets British drunk too. British drunk is like a totally different drunk.
Yeah.
They barely speak the language that they invented already. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Where were we? I'm sorry. I just wanted to do. Thank you everybody for the super chats. Thank you for the well wishes. I didn't want to leave them hanging too long, So I don't remember exactly where we were though. We were talking about the mutation.
Right.
Yeah.
Lumar, what do you like? Lumar's been pretty quiet. I kind of want to hear what he's gonna say.
Yeah, I mean the mutation thing. Toller already said he gets like a sentence: "Are you Peter Parker? Are you Spider-Man?" And then he just says, "I'm both," and that's it.
Yeah,
it was literally the scene from Batman Forever.
Yeah,
I'm not Batman or Bruce Wayne. I have to be both. Throw a batarang.
Are you gay or straight?
That's it.
Forgive me for being all Saul Goodman here, but did anybody even say the word mutation in the movie?
No,
they didn't say mutant once. They didn't say mutation. Well, technically, he's a mutate, so it's a little different. But.
They said like arachnid something. Yeah.
In terms of calling Jean Grey a mutant, no, I don't know if they're allowed to.
No, I don't think they are. I think that's a Fox exclusive thing. Because remember, that was the dance around that they had to do before Fox was bought out by Disney. they were allowed to use certain characters, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch specifically, but they were never allowed to specifically state they were mutants or that they were Magneto's kids. Those were like the two rules.
Oh, isn't storytelling beautiful?
It's not even storytelling. It's fucking stupid rights bullshit. Especially, it's even dumber considering the fact that they share rights for this. This is obviously, it's like, why are you not allowed to say things?
Well, none of us have mentioned probably the biggest plot breaking thing of all, and I swear to fucking God, if they use this moving forward, that little stupid inhibitor thing that can disable people's powers on a molecular level.
They've already been using stuff like that, though. It's not brand new to this. They already had them.
Fuck you too, man. I was trying to find something to talk about.
But let me put it this way: they were very limited in what they were allowed to use them for. It was always when someone was locked away in the raft or something like that. They were bigger. They were like, shackles. Making it into this little, SD card you can throw at someone, just disable their powers. Seems like
I just have a feeling that's not the last time we're going to see it.
Well, realistically, it shouldn't be the last time you see it because that's world-breaking tech. If anybody was able to replicate it, then all superheroes would be getting that on their fucking necks every.
Yeah, it'd almost be weird if they just sort of, got rid.
Yeah,
they never.
And that's probably what they're gonna do.
Probably,
this is going to be this movie gimmick, and then no one's going to give a shit afterwards.
Exactly.
So.
But realistically, the fucking U.S. government should be like, "Hey, can we make like 1 billion of those things and shoot them at people?
Can we make bullets that do that exact same thing and just shoot people with the bullets? And also
feels good to be an American.
That is our superpower.
Yep.
We're able to attack from a distance all the time.
Right. Speaking of guns, do any of you guys own guns?
I do not.
Yeah.
Cool. Hard cut. Let me ask you a question. So that 50 BMG shot there at the end that the Punisher fires at Spider-Man. I know it's a bit of a
I just want to point out, you just asked Lumar, a British person, if he owns a gun.
That should have fucking
I wish,
blown a hole.
but
he's not even allowed to look at a gun.
Do you have an assault fork? Well, no, Matt, it was a nitpick for me, but when he fires that 50 BMG, tell me, man, there's no shot it doesn't go through Spider-Man's body and then Jean Grey's body and then hits the fucking wall.
Spider-Man kind of sort of has strength powers. I don't know, but what bothered me about that is like that fucking stupid liberal look on Punisher's face afterwards. He's like reconsidering owning a gun. Fuck. So
well, this is a Spider-Man who took two point blank punches to the face from a Savage Hulk with nothing with concrete behind him, so there was no give at all. So a 50 caliber should just bounce right off of him. It shouldn't even do any damage.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said for the
there's never been a point in the comics where he can take a full-on shot. Like it's actually 50 BMG would be considered fatal to him. It's just as a firearms expert, I was watching this and I'm like, there's no like any other round. Yes, a 50, absolutely fucking not. It's going through both their bodies.
Well,
that's going through him.
Then it's like Jean Grey is keeping him alive somehow.
Yeah, I don't even know what they were implying with that. Like, how would her possessing his body heal the massive gaping wound that's leaking blood everywhere?
Yeah, no.
Here's a better question. She's connected to Peter's mind at that moment, and she has telekinetic powers by this point. Why didn't she just Jedi mind trick Matrix stop the fucking bullet in midair?
Yeah, good question.
I found it kind of weird in this movie that no one really acknowledges the Punisher in this movie. It's weird.
No, they don't. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm like, I didn't watch season 2 or 3 or whatever of Punisher. So I'm not up to date, but I'm pretty sure he's like a vigilante on the run, right? So why is like no one concerned about? He's just like driving wherever he wants to go. He's just out in the open, not hiding whatsoever. And if Jean Grey didn't possess him at all. It's like everyone just ignores him. It's weird.
He wasn't even incognito. He was wearing his logo on his armor.
At the end, Spider-Man gets shot by him. He's like, I don't know, a quarter, half mile away. But there's like cops surrounding the area at that point. How did Punisher get in to grab Peter and take him to the hospital? And why didn't anyone stop him? What the fuck? What is going on with this movie and the Punisher?
It's not even like he's just a crazy guy with a gun and body armor. New Yorkers know who he is. He had a high-profile trial.
Exactly. Yeah. It made no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, having him operate in broad daylight was really stupid. Like him just
man.
going around.
Tell you something.
This is a really like really this is really nitpicky with the Punisher, but I really thought it was so stupid when he goes up on the roof with the sniper rifle. He does like a quick check around the corners, and it's like, dude, there's no one there. You're not in a combat zone. This is downtown New York, and like, I know he's supposed to.
He's doing recon on the roof right there, but there was like zero when he walked into this building, and then Peter tells him like, "Hey, you got to stay 30 feet away from her," and he's like, "Ooh," and she possesses him.
Yeah, he doesn't do it when he needs to do it, but when he's on a rooftop randomly in New York City, he's like looking around every corner. Does he do that when he goes to the bathroom? He's just like going to.
Well, see, I
always check around the corner of every bath. You never know who's in the shower of your bath.
I feel like they had some sort of a military consult because I'm a Marine, just like Punisher is, and I do that even when I walk into restaurants and stuff. I'm like checking corners. I'll have a head count of people. I have to be looking at the front door. But I do agree with you. Offended that it was.
I would just like to think that this is how the Punisher goes to the bathroom. By the way, it's the same as the scene from Last Action Hero when he walks in the house, he just shoots the closet. Dude falls out. I'm sure there's somebody in there. There's always somebody in there. It cost me a fortune in closet doors.
You know. No, I'm not disparaging the fact that like he's a trained soldier. I get that. That's
it's
like
the
muscle memory and stuff. Yeah, it's just the inconsistency, and he's not in a combat situation. He knows that there's not going to be anyone attacking him on this roof. There's a clear like area where the people are in danger, and it's by this giant fucking sky dome that he can see.
I guess if you're gonna nitpick it, he doesn't really need to do any checks because anybody close enough to him is stuck in the dome that they can't move at all. Yeah. So I guess if that's a nitpick you want to do.
I don't know. I'm going to side on Toller on this if this is what you were arguing. There are some habits, especially to Marines that have been in combat, some habits you just can't turn off.
No, I understand, but why does he have his fucking pistol out anyway? You know, he's just like, okay, like if he's just walking up, he's in a.
It's like a security blanket, okay? It's just like a security blanket. That's all.
Yeah. He obviously can't use the long range rifle because it's too big for close quarters combat. So yes, just having the pistol. Yeah. I know it sounds stupid.
Combat. He's not in combat. He's just walking around. He's
always in combat.
I'll tell you, it doesn't matter. Old habits die hard. Like I said, I appreciate that, but I also agree with you that it's inconsistent.
Yeah, it's a nitpick.
Punisher's entire fucking character in this movie is just like inconsistent. Awful. Like I don't know why you brought him in. The only thing I enjoyed with him is like there's these small little tiny conversations he has where it's like, he kind of bonds with Peter because even though they have like completely contradicting philosophies, they're both people who have lost a lot in their personal lives and they still keep going with what they think is the right thing to do. And the chili joke. Do you like chili? I made chili. That was it. Everything else about his character was fucking dog shit for me.
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch this whole scene because I feel like I missed some of the details that you guys are talking about in that. And like I'm reading the chat right now. I'm like, yeah, why is he doing?
Loomer, may I disagree with you on something, Loomer, about an inconsistency with the Punisher? There's something he does in this film that he's been consistent with since we first saw this version of the Punisher. He'll call people out on their bullshit. And he does that to Peter in this movie. Same way he did it to Karen and to Matt in that same season of Daredevil. I forget others. I haven't rewatched them in a while. But
and Rick Grimes. He called out Rick Grimes, too.
Yeah, he'll do that.
He called out what the fuck? I was gonna continue the joke and I totally botched it right there. Hold on, I was gonna say from he called out Odysseus. There we go. Odysseus as well. There you go. It's
I don't know. I didn't see that one yet.
he's the same. I'm saying he's always Shane. So
I'm a Lumar on this. I mean, I love Punisher, obviously, given the military, affiliation. Like, he's just a cool character. It's nice to kind of see that, in the comics and in the films. I love Thomas Jane's portrayal of the Punisher. But then I'm in agreement with Lumar. They gave us a little bit. They should have gave us more. Like, it wasn't enough. It was so good for the very small amount of time we had it.
You can't really put him in a PG-13 movie. It just doesn't work. And he's fucking bantering off with other characters. No, like it's so awkward. Yeah, he says shit a couple times. Cool, it's edgy, but no, it just doesn't work. And then they turn him into an asshole at the end when he's wearing the Spider-Man costume.
He cries. He also cries.
Oh my god, he cries.
Yeah,
he fucking
and they make sure to say it twice.
Yes,
they make sure to say he cried twice. I'm like,
oh my god, that's exactly it. I mean, yes, fucking he cries. Done. Like, fuck this Punisher.
Well, again, if they had spent more time with like less of this bloat and more with the characters, and they had built up their relationship a lot more, it could have justified this kind of emotional reaction. But because they only had like a couple scenes together, I just didn't feel like the relationship was there at that point. Like, they didn't seem like friends yet. They were kind of like still getting to know each other. They only met like twice before.
But what's great about Punisher though is he's like that immovable object. He's never going to cry. Mm-hmm. He's got his code. That's it. And like everything with him, it's like everyone that's around his orbit, they're the ones that sort of have the character arcs and like they're all changing because of their interactions, because of him. That's what's cool about the Punisher, is he just is always supposed to be that dude who's always the same. You can't really bend him, or he's not malleable like everyone else is. And that's the fun of bouncing off of him. But no, of course not. They got to like PG-13 cuck him. So
also he shouldn't be friends with Spider-Man. Not really. Like I said, I like the idea of him and Spider-Man having these small personal moments because they've had similar traumas. But they should never be friends because completely different philosophies. But they're buddy, and he knows where his hideout is, and he trusts him more than anyone else. Because remember, he's still got... People don't remember him as Peter Parker, but they remember him as Spider-Man. He's still got those connections with other heroes, and he chooses Punisher over every single other person. Like, that's fucking stupid.
Hey, no Punisher slander up in here. All right, Lumar.
Hey, I tried. Like, John Bernthal, he doesn't grate me as much as some other actors, and I really wanted to enjoy him as Punisher. I like his enthusiasm for it. He's just... Daredevil Season 2, like, that's the only time he's really impressed me as Punisher.
I completely agree. That's the only time where it's like, oh, wow, that's actually the Punisher right there.
Wow, he's leaving war zones in the street and he's hanging men from body hooks and he's like leaving fucking razor blades in his arms, getting captured and then slicing his way out and executing an entire base full of people with no remorse. Like, yeah, that's fucking cool. Let's just not really do that again.
Yeah.
It's like being told about what happened on Staten Island sucks compared to, well, who would like to have seen that instead?
Yeah, I feel like I was missing something.
See anything that happens on Staten Island. I promise you.
Yeah, we even talked about the altercation, like when the Hulk gets taken over by Jean and Spider-Man and Punisher, meet up or whatever. And obviously, it's the Hulk, it's Spider-Man, right? Punisher doesn't have any superpowers, but we talked about like how cool would it be to see the Punisher do like a Arkham game series type scene where he's having to sneak around and plant bombs and figure out how to strategically beat the Hulk, because it makes no sense. Spider-Man goes, hey, don't get within this many feet of her. She'll take your mind over. 5 seconds later, he's within a certain amount of feet of her and she takes his mind over. So I think it would have been really cool to see the Hulk versus Punisher, because the comic books have always been kind of equal about those things. Normal humans, or I guess heightened sense humans, can hold their own against super villains and superheroes.
Yeah, definitely. Like we were saying that the Punisher should have been the one, ducking around corners and and using like stealth against the Hulk instead of.
Well, you didn't like that anyway. You don't like that he checks around corners, so it's.
Well, yes.
You should. You can't change it now. You can't be pro corner.
No, I said sneaking around corners is different than checking every fucking.
Look. He has his emotional support pistol, and he's going to use it in every scene he gets a chance to. Damn it.
But yeah, he should have been. I think he should have definitely been the one fighting the Hulk, sneaking around those corners, using like stealth and things to go up against the Hulk, similar to what Polanski did.
The Hulk. He just needs to distract him.
Exactly. Why?
Yeah, they should have just used those little grenade, because he shoots that one grenade and it blasts Hulk across the other side of the floor. Just have him, just show him like hiding from the Hulk, and he's setting up like a big, he's just got a bunch of them in one spot, and then he gets the Hulk where he wants him. He shoots the bombs. Hulk goes flying out the building, something like that. Like, you don't have to physically defeat the Hulk; just delay him.
I just thought of something.
Yeah,
I just thought of something. So, the whole reason why she needs to take over Punisher is to place bombs on the fucking the vault door, right? To blow that off of the wall.
Yeah.
What if it's just a consequence of the fight between the Hulk and Punisher? What if Punisher realizes, hey, the only way I'm gonna like get the Hulk out of here is if I get something really fucking heavy to knock him away from me. Plants the bombs, uses it, blows the door, knocks it, and that's what blows him out the wall. There you go.
So much cooler,
and now, it's and I just made that shit up. Just right now. And then you don't have the consequence, like he doesn't know that they're in there, he just got here. So it's like
anything to not make him look like an idiot, right? Like like that's essentially anything you can do to make him not look like a total moron. Both of them really, just but like Spider-Man should have been like, listen man, you can't go around that corner because she'll just mind wipe you. Like that's it. You can't do anything.
Why send the person who can be mind controlled to after the person who can mind control them? It's just
And Frank has no reason not to believe him.
Don't worry, King. I'll stay 32 feet away. It's 33. What? That's essentially what happened.
I mean, like the Punisher throughout the film doesn't do anything to help Peter at all. He gets in the way with the tank. He ends up. He's supposed to protect MJ, doesn't do that. He then shows up, becomes a liability immediately, blows open the doors because he gets mind wiped, and then he shoots Peter at the end of the film. There's no.
I love how this has resurfaced because of so anybody who knows anything about, she's the one who discovered in Bobby Drake's mind that he was gay. And so it's always been said that she turned him gay with her powers.
Wait, who did?
Jean Grey. She like went into Iceman's mind because he was like a ladies' man in the comics for years. And then she like I don't remember what year it was, but out of nowhere she like goes into his mind like, you've been gay all along, and it's all of a sudden he's gay, and it's like it was one of the strangest choices they ever made with her powers to like basically be like, I'm gonna find where this closet is and you're coming out of the damn thing.
This bitch rewrote the book on gaslighting.
Yeah, that'd actually be a fucking hilarious bit that you could do as a telekinetic or whatever it is, to like telepath. Just go around telepath to go around to all your friends and be like, you're gay. It's like, oh, what? It's like, you're gay and you don't know it.
It's like that scene from Scary Movie, that little kid's like, he doesn't know you're a man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys this question, because I posted this yesterday on the podcast. It was something I was really confused about. So we see Spider-Man and Jean Grey. They're in a race to get to MJ's apartment, right? And she's jumping from person to person. Spider-Man's slinging, blah, blah, blah. Well, it ends with him having, I guess, this helicopter pilot suspended on a big crane. He's webbed up. So he gets to MJ's apartment, and come to find out, Jean Grey has taken over her mind. When the fuck did that happen?
Yes. So we actually tried to figure this out on Metals Forge the other day, and our guess was that she already had control of her the whole time, and it was all just a big she was just fucking with him because it's the only thing that makes sense. She had to have already.
The 33 feet thing, though.
Yeah, but she can chain run to anybody at any time.
Somebody said that she was like parked outside MJ's house, but if that's the case, then why even taunt Spider-Man to begin with? Like, it just seemed kind of just stupid and unexplained.
Oh, it's because I really truly believe that they wrote this character before they knew that it was Jean Grey. Like, it seems like they were writing it, they knew, and then they were told mind powers, but they weren't told which character it was going to be, because it really seems like they wrote it as Mr. Negative. This is Mr. Negative's powers.
Oh,
yeah, it's one of his powers at least. It seems like that's what they wrote, and then they were told last minute, it's Jean Grey, and they were like, "Well, fuck it, we're not gonna rewrite this."
Mr. Negative kisses Peter Parker. That would be funny.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Why not? It's a Disney film. Come on, man.
Yeah, just be like a funny little switch there. Be like, oh, what?
Yeah, Mr. Negative wasn't the last. Well, he wasn't in the last. Was he in the last one? He was in the first Insomnia game. He was.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't. I didn't play the second one, so I don't know if he was in that one.
I didn't play either.
I think he's in the second one, but he's like a side character.
Yeah, he was pretty much the main villain for the first game until he wasn't. He was the main villain for about 70% of the game, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Nope, Doc Ock's been the villain all along." Spoiler alert! If you haven't played the game from 2019, sorry.
I think it's kind of hard to say spoiler when Doc Ock is in the game and you know who he's in the game. It's like he's going to be Doc Ock.
Yeah, it's funny because they try to play it off like you're supposed to be surprised. They're like,
"Yeah,
oh my god, how could this incredibly iconic villain that has always been in his story possibly be a villain? No way."
It's like,
I'm not buying it.
For that one guy who
this is bullshit.
There's one guy who played that game who didn't know anything about Spider-Man and was completely shocked by that revelation.
That was the guy the game was made for. That still remains to be one of the best games I ever played, by the way. That first one, the first Insomnia Spider-Man game.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I liked it.
I didn't actually play it.
Oh,
I've
you
not
missed out,
played it yet.
Yeah, I can't get into it.
That's a really good game.
I think it's on like PC now, isn't it? Like
Everything's
Sony's
on
just
PC
put everything.
now.
Yeah.
Sony was just like, yeah, we're done. We're just gonna make everything on PC as well.
No, they're waiting 2 to 3 years for their licenses to carry over. But yeah.
I was always a big.
If you haven't played that game,
games.
honestly, that's totally like that's one of those games that I 100%ed on everything. I don't do that very often. I usually just play main story, and I'm like, I'm cool with not finding every single stupid little trinket. And I was like, nope, I'm swinging around till I find every goddamn thing in this fucking game.
Yeah,
because it's just fun to swing around the city.
Games.
Yeah, the Arkham games, I didn't do it because the Riddler trophies are sometimes
Riddler's
hidden
a
in the
pain
most
in the
ridiculous.
ass.
I'm just like, no, I don't care about this.
I never.
I don't know. I kind of like collecting the Riddler trophies. That's me. I'm a little weird and dead.
You gotta like take a break. You can't do like achievement hunting. But like, well, I got to get all the Riddler trophies tonight. You gotta do like 10 of them. And you're like, fuck, I can't do any more of these. Screw this.
I think I got about like 80% of the way through the Riddler trophies, and I was just like, I'm done, man. I can't do this anymore.
Yes, I didn't play the Spider-Man 2 game either because I heard.
Well, I didn't play Spider-Man 2. I played Spider-Man the first one, and then I played the Miles Morales, which really was just a DLC that they decided to put on a disc.
God, it's only a matter of time before we get Miles Morales in the MCU. Disney's just gotta be hungry to do that one.
They are, but at the same time, it's like Miles Morales kind of requires that you kill. Like the games didn't do it, but his whole rise came from the death of Peter Parker in
their cash cow right now.
Universe, and that's their cash cow. They're not going to upset this apple cart. They're just not going to do it.
No.
How did they not do it? Like they made all these shitty spin-off films, which apparently Sony has just confirmed that they've canceled any more Spider-Man spin-off films. But they did Craven, they did Madam Web, and they did these Venom movies. Why not do a Miles Morales film? Like you had it right.
Yeah,
there.
I do find it weird that they didn't do that. They could have.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna do Madam Web.
They're just putting all their energy into the animated movies.
Yeah.
Which those are good too. I like those.
I haven't seen the second one, but the first one was good.
Yeah,
the second one was great until you realized how much of a cliffhanger it was. That was where it fucking pissed me off. But
yeah, waiting years to do follow-ups when a lot of the story hinges on the follow-up is annoying.
Yeah. I also, I'm not a big fan of the whole concept of the Spider-Verse and how there's just obviously there's like a lot of versions of a lot of characters, but the Spider-Verse has become so insanely overdone that it cheapens everything about Spider-Man. It's like I'm cool with a few variants. It's when you have thousands of them hanging out at like Spider headquarters in interdimensional spider space,
like Rick and fucking
hanging out in the
Morty.
spider kitchen with each other. Like it gets to the point where you don't want to deal with it anymore. You're just like, I don't. Half of these I've never even heard of or don't care about.
Well, the minor spoilers for the second one, but there's this whole thing about how
it came out like 4 years ago. I think you're good.
Well, Matt hasn't seen it, but
it's fine.
So there's the whole thing. The Spider headquarters bit is that they have to let every variant's version of like Uncle Ben die so that they become Spider-Man. So you can't like interrupt that. And that's like
one
of
their saying before, kind of.
Yeah, it's what their statement is. It's like that's. What Spider-Man would agree to that? That's not Spider-Man at all.
I remember when I was discussing that movie, and I actually thought it was funny that there's like a spider therapist, and all he ever listed, literally every session, is just trauma about Uncle Ben. So he just has stock phrases ready because he's just like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be Uncle Ben. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Well, since we're on the subject of the Spider-Verse, it's kind of kicking it into a different subject, just parallel.
It's fine.
Have you guys seen Spider Noir?
Yeah, I watched Spider Noir. I haven't finished it yet, but I've watched. What was there? 8 episodes. I think I've watched 5 or 6.
I'll say, well, first and foremost, please watch it in black and white. Take some advice.
I did.
Watch it black and white.
I am. I just haven't gotten around to finishing.
Yeah. Number 2, I don't know about you, DarkHour. I loved it. I love this late career resurgence, Nicolas Cage. I don't
think anybody else could have played it. I will say that.
Yeah,
I don't think
I think
the only reason it works is because it's Nicolas Cage. I think you try to put any other actor, maybe if they like pulled some weird trigger and it was a older Tobey Maguire doing it, that's the only way I could maybe see it working. But that would be for nostalgia purposes. That wouldn't even necessarily work as a
like the plot, especially like the takeover of the city, the mayor. That's kind of ho-hummy, and I did not like Black Cat in Spider Noir, but Nicolas Cage just sells it all, man. If you watch him, especially at times when he's cracking jokes and he's pretty much laughing when he's not supposed to be, he seems like he's having a blast, and it's worth it. I feel like
Nicolas Cage. Yeah, Nicolas Cage has done this research. First of all, that I think he still owes like millions of dollars in back taxes.
Yeah, probably.
I know he had to sell his T-Rex head. But, he had a literal T-Rex skull at one point. Like, who the fuck does that? I mean, I guess if I had enough money to buy a T-Rex skull, I would. Why not? But yeah, I mean, he definitely is in his. I'm taking whatever project comes my way, but I'm gonna make it the most ridiculous thing possible and make you remember it. Yeah. What was the movie where it was like it was him and Pedro Pascal about him?
Oh man, I love The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the meme came from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Him screaming in blood in his underwear. That meme.
No, that's from Mandy.
Oh, okay. Have y'all seen Willy's
It's
Wonderland?
the meme where he's smiling at Pedro Pascal. They're both smiling at each other. That comes from that movie.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen Willy's Wonderland?
No.
I did not.
Nicolas Cage is silent the entire film, and it's pretty much a Five Nights at Freddy's knockoff, and it is hilarious.
I tried, but like the first 10 minutes, I just couldn't vibe with it.
I made all the way through, and I thought it was hilarious.
It's not a well shot film. I don't.
Oh no, it's not. No, it's shit.
I want to check out that one. What's the one that fucking Reacher did? That's basically where it's a silent film where he just killing everyone.
Motor City.
That's it. I want to check that one out, but there hasn't been there wasn't any showings in my area, which is weird. I usually get all of them. Like
I saw it during an advanced screening.
Is it good?
It's. I mean, like it's all right. I mean, I like how they did the whole silent angle and stuff like that, but it's kind of like just your basic revenge story. Like it's not really anything spectacular. If you like Alan Richardson, I think that's his last name, Richardson. If you like him, you like his physicality. The choreography was fantastic. I'll say that. But nothing too crazy. He sells
the physicality of any role he plays. He needs to shut his fucking mouth in interviews. I've never seen an actor who he's playing this, obviously his core demographic that he appeals to because of Reacher is like gun-toting, take the law into your own hands kind of, like conservative dudes, right? Like, I don't take shit from no one. And then he's like basically telling them that they're all morons because they voted who they voted for.
Yeah. Motor City is just essentially his life gets ruined, his girl gets stolen, he gets out of jail, gets revenge. Like, it's not, but like I said, if that's your kind of thing, if you kind of like cheesy action, just stuff blowing up and big dudes beating the fuck out of other big dudes, it's all right.
I mean, I've been a fan of his. I mean, politics aside, I've been a fan of his since Blue Mountain State.
Oh, Thad Castle, yes, sir. Yeah, I actually wanted to be
I actually have a Thad
Batman.
Castle jersey in my closet over there. One of these. Maybe when Reacher comes out, I'll throw that bad boy on as a joke.
Yes.
Yeah, I have like jerseys for that. I have like Shane Falco. I have like every fictitious football player ever.
Yeah, he was actually
Speaking of
the next
Reacher,
Batman.
Doesn't that come out soon?
Yeah, I agree with you. Told her that he'd be a great Batman.
Yeah,
I think he's a little too old now at this point because I think if it's not like he could play it right now, but if they wanted to turn it into someone who could do it for an extended period of time, he's already in his 40s.
I think Reacher season 4 comes out just like in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I just rewatched the first 3 seasons.
Season 2 sucks.
No, I thought season 3 was way worse than season 2.
Oh no, I think 3 kind of got back. Like they're not. It's not a good show. Okay, it's not good. But like to me, 2 was just like, Jesus, this fucking.
Apparently,
sucks.
he's 42 years old, so it's like he's okay to play it now. But it's if you wanted
that longevity,
someone to play Batman for an extended period of time, it's a little too late. He's like a one-off at this point.
I want my Ben Affleck Batman back.
Oh my God,
I want tall, just big, brooding, like God.
I always wanted Scott Adkins to play Batman.
That was they missed out. So that dude's career fizzled out before it started.
Yeah, he was.
I don't understand. I don't understand why he never took off. He's I mean, he was in a lot of dumb movies, like fucking playing Yuri Boyka and the ninja movie he was in, where he was like but usually there's some sort of jump at some point. He just never made it.
Yeah,
when Reacher gets closer, we'll have a more in-depth discussion about that because I really think that the 3rd season sucked.
I mean, it's not good, but I just thought it was better than season 2. I hate season 2.
I need to sit down and I think we would have to have a debate. You and me would have to come up with some debate points. Yeah, I think that there we go. I think we could do that. That'd be fun thing.
I think they made a spinoff with his black girl
Neely.
Friend.
Yeah, Neely. Yeah.
And that's 100% original. That's not based on a book.
Okay. Yeah.
Neely is in the books, though, right?
Yeah, Neely is very important. She's one of the few through lines throughout the books, because he does do the whole nomadic lifestyle thing.
Yeah.
The thing is, she doesn't show up every book.
No.
She's the first one, then she'll show up 4 books later, then 9 books later, then it'll have a flashback to them together. So what they did was to keep the show connected from season to season. They've jumped around to the books that she was in. So that way there's at least one other character that allows them to do that. They also were able...
So they're not taking just random books that that character might be in, but just shoehorn her in?
No, that's to my knowledge. Okay. I mean, I haven't read all of them. I've only done a few of them.
Well, there's 30 of them or something, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a shit ton. And then there's spin-off novellas, and it's a very in-depth series. Funny part is they actually the way that they depict Reacher himself is actually significantly more, I don't want to say masculine, but he's definitely more in the books it's almost like he doesn't want to be involved at all ever. He just happens to be. It's in the show it's he's seeking out revenge. They've turned it into more of a traveling Lone Ranger kind of thing, whereas in the books he ends up in bad situations constantly. He'll just be walking down the street and then someone will get kidnapped in front of him and he's like, God damn it.
Now I'm obligated.
Now I gotta fix this shit. I think it's the 2nd book is horrible. I remember that one. That was where I kind of almost was how are they gonna do this? Because I read the 1st book after the 1st season came out. Well, I listened to it. Because I used to do audiobooks when I had a long commute, and then the 2nd one I just stopped. I was about halfway through it. I was like, this is boring. I hope they don't make this book into a fucking show. And they skipped it. So.
I think Jack Reacher, like the problem I have with it, from what I've seen, is that they just suck his dick so much in the movies.
He very much is. So Lee Child definitely kind of like pads the character a little bit. Like he's definitely
like I get having a
his
reputation
like power
is fine.
fantasy. As
Yeah.
it goes along.
Yeah, like having a reputation as a character is cool, like, but you can really overdo it. Like it's like that meme, like, oh my god, it's Jason Bourne. Like it's
Oh my God,
it's
it's
just a
Jason
little
Bourne.
bit on the nose. Like he's a big deal, and we get it.
Well,
like,
that's the one thing I'll give Matt for the season 3, that they chopped him down to size by putting him up against a dude who was
And that was
way
a
the
great
fuck
fight.
bigger than him.
That's a great
Yeah.
fight too. Like that, good
They
build up
actually
to it.
They actually
Yeah.
made Paulie from the books. Paulie is actually not that much bigger than he's bigger than Reacher, but like Reacher's like 6'4", he's like 6'6", 6'7", so he's still a big motherfucker. But the guy who plays Paulie is 7'2".
Fucking massive.
If anybody who
Yeah.
like, I don't know how tall you guys are, but I'm 6'1", right? If I stood next to someone who was 5 foot even, that's the difference between me and someone who's 7'2", and I couldn't imagine that shit. I'm just like, there's no way. Like, how are you this fucking tall?
I was going to say, I'm used to being the tallest guy in the room, but 7'2" is 6. Well, what?
How tall
Yeah,
are you?
6 inches tall. I'm 6'8".
6'8".
Holy
Yeah, so
shit.
you would look short compared to 7'2".
Yeah,
You'd
that's
be like,
wild.
you know, like, oh man, it's 6'8", really. Wow, look at you. Look at this guy with all his
250
fucking height
pounds?
and
350 pounds. No, you always said the weight. That's the
Actually,
weight.
300. No,
I'm not 350. No, I used to
He's
be
like-
300. I'm 250 now.
I was gonna say you're
Yeah,
probably like
250.
265.
I remember I said 250.
What are you taller?
Say again, I'm 250.
I said you're probably about 265 in that range.
I'm 250. I got weighed in 2 weeks ago, 253.
Oh,
Okay, so I was about 10 pounds off. Okay.
That's a tight 250 too.
Yeah, I was when I used to compete. I used to be 162 at 6'1". Yeah, I was on hell. I looked like a Holocaust survivor when I was weighing in tournaments. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
someone give me a fucking Pediasure, please, Pedialyte, anything with water in it, please.
Let's see. Offended's laughing at it because I've said my height, my weight numerous times because we plan on actually meeting up. And I had a gaming buddy of mine I gamed with for like 7-8 years. I still game with him to this very day. And I keep telling him, I'm tall, man. I'm tall. And he meets me for the first time. He's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Can we just avoid all of this? I've told you this so many times." Like,
I want next time you're on the show, I want you to set up the camera like this, so that way we're just like.
no, I actually have a standing desk that I can stand at. I ordered this desk specifically for that. So
Nice.
I mean, weigh is a lot. I walked around, Jay. I walked around at about 168, and then I would get down to about, like 161, 160, depending on what the weight class was. But I would cut down to the 161 range.
you said you competed. What did you do?
Jiu-jitsu for
Oh shit. Okay.
17 years.
No shit. What belt you end up at?
I'm a brown belt. I ended up never getting my black belt. Long story short, I got fucked over. But
So you're way above.
I
I have my blue belt, but yeah.
I competed for. I mean, I trained for 17 years. I competed for about 10 of them. So,
Wow, that's impressive.
I mean, this way. I went there. I told them, "Hey, here's $80. I'd like to hug a guy for a while. How's that sound?" And they were like,
For
"Yeah,
years.
sure. You're in the right place for 10
You
years.
wanna hug
you
him?
can hug this
You
guy
want to
for
hug
10
him
years. What do you want?"
competitively?
Well, I'm sure Brody will tell you in the Marine Corps they teach us what's called MCMAP, which is the Marine Corps
MCMAP,
Martial Arts
yeah.
program. Yeah,
Mhm.
and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a part of it. I just chose to extend my education because I'm
Yeah,
tall.
McNabb they have beige belt, green belt, and they use the 3 colors, and then they have like, instead of stripes, they have like bullets. It's like you're like the
What?
logo.
No, we have stripes.
Oh, I thought they were. Or maybe that was
Guys
just something I
that
saw.
have
Or
had
tabs,
legitimate
per se.
martial arts training call McMap McCrap.
Yeah.
So,
McMap is basically it's like that scene from Futurama. We need to learn combatives just in case the aliens knock our blasters so far across the room that we have to wrestle them to get them back. My favorite is that they teach hand-to-hand combatives to Air Force pilots. Like, what the fuck are they gonna do? Like, if they get taken down, they're fucked. There's
they
amount
usually
of
have a
punches
room
or
service
kicks is helping
button.
that motherfucker.
They have a room service button.
Yeah, security. That's what they have.
Yeah.
call security
No,
and
but
we
like,
show up.
in what scenario is an Air Force pilot gonna, like, even if they end up in a scenario that requires hand-to-hand combat, they are severely behind enemy lines and fucked beyond all recognition.
Yes.
Well, POWs don't make themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was years of my life. My back has decided not to let me do a lot of things anymore, though. I have basically spinal stenosis at this point.
Oh Lord, man.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than spinal stenosis. It's spinal stenosis is the like the nerve is being pinched like this. Mine is that it's like slid off basically.
Can you do that gesture again? Nice.
That got me moist.
Moist. I said that earlier, and so like somebody looked at me like that's the word. That's a trigger word. I was like, moist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So before we start calling it a day, does anybody have any other thing besides Spider-Man they would like to talk about for about 5 to 10 minutes?
Uh,
No. Everyone just wants to talk about Spider-Man today.
Well,
I mean, there's not really a lot going on.
You
This
know,
is the only homework I did.
we first started coming on the show, DarkHour. Both Offended and I were just like very eager to talk about House of Dragon. You notice how that's gone away.
Go ahead, have fun.
Neither one of us give a fuck about it. It sucks.
I dropped.
Well,
off.
I still haven't. I was actually going to say if you guys could talk for like 5 minutes, I have to still find the.
I haven't seen the last 3 episodes.
No,
This is
dude,
like a weird time of year because I guess because of the 2 big releases, there's not as many other movies coming out. Like obviously you have, like indie films coming out, but no other big release. And then even TV, it's kind of being pushed off until mid to late August. It's like, everyone just looked at the calendar and was like, we're not putting anything out at the end of July, basically.
I'm ready for the gore porn, the Carnage candy this weekend with Ice Cream Man, with Eli Roth.
So it's funny because you
Ready
asked me
for
about
that.
that because of the shirt. What is Ice Cream Man? I don't even know what the fuck it is.
It's just, I don't know, man. I've avoided trailers and all that. All you know is it's a horror film with Eli Roth. So one can assume it's going to be bloody, gory, and all that.
Yeah, from what I've seen in the trailers, it's just some dude, some ice cream dude, and he gives the ice cream to the kids, and then like hours later they get possessed or something and they start killing their parents.
Sounds
Shit
about right.
like that. It seems like very black comedy, which I can dig. So yeah, it looks like a fun movie at least.
I'm ready for it.
I thought we weren't talking about Spider-Man anymore.
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Are you talking about possessing and killing people? Never mind.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
So I just blocked Jean Grey out my head. Oh, fucking stupid, man.
Yeah.
Like,
but
why
House of the
introduce
Dragon-
why introduce a mutant when you're gonna introduce mutants into the MCU properly in Doomsday anyways? Just wait until then.
I didn't realize
for
Depenzo
real.
was here. How long have you been here?
I just got here. I was listening,
okay.
and I just came in here to tell happy birthday, DarkHour. But also,
Oh, thank you.
I've seen it twice now. I showed it to a bunch of people. They all liked it too. But I watched RuPaul's new movie, Stop That Train. It's a bunch of drag queens on a runaway train. It's not woke at all. It's basically Airplane meets. No, I'm serious.
It's funny
Dude.
because like those. It's a bunch of drag queens, but it's not.
The
woke,
drag queens are back to being degenerate clowns and not pillars of society. The movie is basically Airplane meets Tu Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar, and it's hilarious. So just wanted to recommend that movie. It's definitely funny as hell.
What's it called? It's
Stop That Train. And RuPaul's the president.
Where can we find this? Because this sounds like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
I watched it on the internet somewhere. I don't know. I watched it on a whim, like out of curiosity, and laughed a bunch. And then I watched it a second time with a bunch of people. Everyone was laughing. I was laughing even more the second time around because there's so many jokes. Like I missed a lot the first time. It's got a whole bunch of celebrity cameos and such. But yeah, hard recommend for Stop That Train. Thought it was very funny and stupid and gay. But funny, so
It's
I
gay.
would recommend.
And
Very
and-
gay,
and there's-
but it's funny
there's-
because all
drag
the stewardesses on the train are all drag queens, and apparently if you watch RuPaul's Drag Race, you'll recognize a bunch of these people. I didn't, but they don't really bring attention to the fact that they're all drag queens. It's all just like a weird alternate reality we live in. Yeah, it wasn't woke. Wasn't woke at all. It was offensive and funny. So anyway, I just wanted to come in and tell you that. And happy birthday. Is today your birthday?
Thank you. Today is my birthday. It's the same as Skynet. I always love that. It's my favorite movie of all time. Well, my favorite movie series, and is the first 2 Terminators. There's no other movies. And I just happen to share a birthday with the program that is in it. I always love that.
Skynet Day.
Yeah, I would like. Yeah, there's a new episode of X-Men '97. I am still 1 episode behind. There's definitely been a slowdown in the middle of that show. The first 4 episodes were amazing, and then for this season, then episode 5 was fun. It was basically anybody who's following the show, anybody who remembers the previous season, if you watched it, they basically redid the whole Fatal Attractions thing where Magneto rips the adamantium off of Wolverine's body. And then he basically does fuck all for the first 4 episodes of this season. And then the 5th episode is him getting his adamantium back. And I'm like, so why'd you bother to rip it off in the first place? If you were just
for the visual.
For the visual. That's one thing that I will say about X-Men 97 is they're really good at adapting iconic moments. It's just that particular one seemed like it was wasted. So I would still suggest it as a show. Like if you're an X-Men fan, or even if you just like, you maybe not a big X-Men fan, you just like the cartoon from when you were younger. It's still solid, but the 5th and 6th episode are definitely slow down. I have to get to 7. I can't give you anything on that yet.
The very beginning of Back to the Future, I was canonically born like 3 hours before that opening scene with all the clocks, like the same year too. Like that is my birthday. So yeah,
I was like, where's he going with this? He's like, he's bringing up Back to the Future.
October 25th, 1985, bro. Yeah.
There's it's always cool when you find there's like a fictitious event that you can attest to your birthday or a date from a movie or something. It's always pretty cool. So since we have you, Stupenzo, did you have anything you wanted to contribute to the spider discussion?
I thought it was all right. It was decent. I was entertained. I had problems with it, obviously, like everyone else did. I think I would put it. I think I liked 1 and 2 more, and I think I liked Homecoming more, even though that one has issues too. I did not like No Way Home.
You mean No Way Home?
No, I mean Homecoming. Michael Keaton. Oh. I like the Michael Keaton one more. I don't like No Way Home.
Two, when you're saying the first 2.
Spider-Man 1 and 2, Sam Raimi.
Oh, okay.
I like those better, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Punisher, plucky comic relief Punisher. He had my favorite line in the movie, though. You blushing, Daffodil? That was my favorite line in the whole movie.
He had, that's the thing is it's easy to give a character like that great lines. It's just whether or not they actually fit.
Made chili.
Yeah, that was a little.
And then he's eating it out of a can. It's like you didn't make anything. You fucking heated up a can of Wolf chili, bro. Relax.
It was on Metal's Forge. We because they were so defensive about eating the chili. Don't eat his chili. And was it Mark the Cyborg was like, it's penis chili. It's not sausage. There's no sausage there. It's don't ask where you got the sausages from. It's a penis chili. That's now canonically a thing in that in the metal EFAP world. So
yeah, just don't. John Barenthal's like you said, like his mannerisms. He can't shake him. He's always got to do this like head bob and this like.
He does it in even roles that it doesn't make sense for. Like he did it in Wolf of Wall Street. Even he just always does it, even if it's this minor thing where he's. Yeah, I think it's just tics that he has. Like he's
got the dumb actor shit where he's trying to constantly make things look interesting, and it's like, dude,
it's like, well, it's an actor trying to be a tough guy. It's like Robert De Niro's actually a pussy in real life. John Barenthal. These are actors. They're thespians. Who's another great one that's like famous for playing tough guys? And Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung, the guy. Yes, him.
Whatever.
Carrie Hicka, Japanese name, whatever. He is. If you watch, he's great, and as a villain, he's always got that voice. But when you hear him in interviews behind the scenes, he's like, "It was great to be part of this film. I loved it.
He
It was
died
so
like last
wonderful.
year, I think.
Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He was like,
But
I don't
he
want to
played a
see.
great
I don't
bad
want
guy.
to see another person play Shang Tsung. So I'm just gonna die.
Yeah.
Just the way around it. Well, I guess if everyone's okay with what we've said about Spider-Man, I guess it is officially time that everybody. It's right back. It's plug your shits. This is where you tell us where you are, where you've been, where you're going, where that poop came from, all of the good stuff. I'll play it again because it's been a while. People haven't seen this in a while. Plug in your shit. I need to get the clit one. I actually had. Oh, I should. I'll save it for next week. I had some really funny, horrible fucking comments, but they weren't even mine. They were like on other shit that I've just found. But I guess we'll start with Stupenzo because you just kind of showed up. It's time to plug your shit, buddy.
I'm not gonna plug anything. I'm just gonna say go see Positions. Okay, it's a great movie. No one's watched this year. And then Stop That Train was also very funny. These are two movies. Don't sleep on these. A lot of people are gonna sleep on them. I feel like they're good. Positions is my favorite movie of the year, and nobody.
I've been trying to find that movie because of your recommendation.
I don't want to. I don't like to download shit if I can avoid it.
I would, the director of the movie is on social media. Like, if I could get one person to rent this movie digitally for the next 40,000 days, I might make a profit. And I'm like, oh my God, I really want to help support. I know Proctophile bought a few copies, but
Proctophile's just like, I'm going to buy all the copies.
He said it's his favorite movie of the year. I
haven't seen
told him to
Proctophile.
watch it.
I'm going to have to reach out to him.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I would just recommend those two movies for plugging.
Toller?
Well, yes, I'm Toller Talks. So tomorrow, all the guys here on this row, Lumar, Generation Infinite, and myself, will be having the Middle Seats podcasts. Will be on my channel going over Brand New Day. And then I have a series that has kind of been long forgotten. It's called What a Piece of Shit, where I go over some of the biggest pieces of shit in Hollywood. And Thursday, I'm training my sights on someone that became very controversial publicly last week, Jared Leto. So if that kind of stuff and exposing these pieces of shit over there in Hollywood is one of your things, come check out the channel.
I always love when shit is exposed. If you can't tell what with the the plug-in of shit over here, I just love it when the shit shows up.
The Jared Leto's
there it is. It's right there. There's the shit.
Bro. Jared Leto's some wild stuff.
My mother's friend almost became his private personal chef, and she didn't get the job, and she kind of dodged a bullet probably. But yeah, that would.
You start digging into some of these people, and it's like, especially my series is a little different from stuff like The Drinkers, which is like Crash and Burn, which is celebrities who've gone high and then gone low. I've gone after people who are still at the high. Some of these people, the stuff in their closet is just wild.
Did you?
Well, I know that Jared Leto is like a cult leader or something.
I'm going into that. Yes, dude, it's crazy. Like a membership to his cult was like $7,000.
Well, yeah, you don't want poor people in your cult. That'd be lame.
Yeah, it's wild.
But I heard in Tron, Jared Leto had this could be all bullshit, but I heard that he had a personalized fisherman to catch like fresh fish for him every day.
Yes,
I mean,
there was
a thing.
And there was a clause in his contract where people couldn't look him in the eye.
Oh yeah,
that's correct.
That was the Eddie Murphy clause.
Ben Stiller does that too. If you look at him in the eye on set, he'll fire you.
Mike Myers as well.
Yeah. Ben Stiller does that?
Yep. Ben Stiller's a huge asshole.
Really? Oh,
he might be more humbled now because his failing soda company and everyone hates him. But there was a period of time where he was a dick.
I would just get like contacts that made my eyes totally white, so you couldn't see where I was looking. Just like Generation Offended. First of all, thank you for coming on my lowly show after being on to the highest of highs.
Oh yeah. Well, you gotta come down to the plebs once in a while.
Yeah, the plebs.
Grace. Yeah, no.
What do you got coming up, buddy?
Coming up, well, I just finished my final video on The Boys, which is an hour and like 20 minutes long. So finally done that one, part 3. I will be putting out probably a compilation of them all together, and then for my next video, not really sure. Might cover the Odyssey, Down the Way, or House of the Dragon, or I know Avatar and The Last Airbenders come out, so I might talk about that. And lots of things to be discussed, but yeah, mainly The Boys is finished, which thank God. And I'm with these two guys here on the Middle Seats podcast with Toller, like he said. We're on every. Well, I think he puts them out every Friday now, right? So
where do you guys put those?
On
they were on
Toller's
his.
channel.
They were on his channel for a while. Now they're on mine. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you guys had like just like a list that you were all doing it from different channels or whatever.
Yeah, we do like a collab thing. Yeah,
Lumar, it's good. It was good to have you back, buddy. It's been a while. You gotta make sure you come back more often. I missed you.
I will certainly
you,
try. I'm trying.
I'll never forget when Lumar reached out to me the first time to do like a spot in one of his videos, and it was like I was like, this is so cool. Someone cares about me. Like it's.
Yeah, and then my life just went fucking.
Life gets in the way of everything. I've always said that. It's a thing that I learned years ago. It's okay to take a step back from something you love, as long as you're cool with coming back. Like if you can make it back to it, then it's great. If you can't ever make it back, that's obviously sucks. But life gets in the way. But do you have besides the podcast? Do you have any other videos or anything you're doing in the near future?
Gonna be doing a proper in-depth breakdown of the new Halo game that's come out, and I don't really keep up with anything. I just do what I feel like. So at the moment I've got some retrospective reviews coming out for the Halo TV show, and I'll just see what the next topic I think about. And so yeah, if you like stuff that's relatively new but not the most up-to-date thing, that's probably where you should hit me up.
Being gay again. I love all the people who come on my channel, okay? Except for the ones who are douchebags, which is most of them. No, in all seriousness, I don't invite people that I don't like. So it would, it's obviously if someone's here, it's for a reason. Even if it's Rhodey, who I'm not sure where the hell he is ever. I'm pretty certain he's. So what do you got coming up, Rhodey?
Well, you'll find me on YouTube as Road on Life Productions. I've recently come across a treasure trove of trash in that tarnationous hell of Tubi. And I've been deciding to watch the worst of that so you guys don't have to, and make fun of it in the best possible ways that I can. Which I'm doing that in between larger projects like whenever Alien Earth comes out with another season, or if they actually release the next season of Starfleet Academy. In the meantime, I'm working on my annual thing. I'm trying to make this an annual thing for Veterans Day, to review a good classic war film, but deep dive it about everything that's great about it, and make sure it's something history buffs hasn't already done. So I'm working on that right now, hopefully for a release of Veterans Day, and then I go back to talking about garbage.
But to say, Brody, you're in our Discord. If you need a little help with that, man, let me know.
Yeah. Well, let's talk backstage about that, actually.
All right.
If we could.
Matt, I know you said that you guys just recorded your review for Spider-Man, but is there anything else besides that you got coming out?
Yeah, we got that in the can, and I'm currently editing our Alien Covenant review, our final Alien film review. We have done the entire series at this point, so that is actually kind of a long one. The raw footage itself was like an hour and a half almost. So yeah, we're kind of ending it on a big long video. So I can't wait till this one's done.
That's the one that I don't remember shit about, Covenant. Like I can't remember a damn thing about it. Like I know sucks. I watched it, but I don't remember watching it.
Yeah, it's
and like I wasn't drunk when I watched it. I was stone cold sober, and I don't remember shit.
Yeah, it's the one where Michael.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Michael Fassbender helps himself play the flute.
Yeah.
See, I don't remember that. There's a flute scene. I don't even remember. I'll have to go back and watch it.
He says, "I'll do the fingering." Yeah.
Yes, he does.
As for me, I'll be making a video for. It's not going to be a review though. It's going to be more of a breakdown of the various plot holes, inconsistencies, all that stuff for Spider-Man. It's probably not going to come out for a couple weeks though, because I want this to be done properly. I don't want it to feel rushed. I want it to actually go through it. And I don't think it's really going to matter if it came out like tomorrow or in 2 weeks. I think people are going to be talking about this movie for a while. So, you know, but I think my goal with it is to just point out, like, this probably isn't as good. Like, obviously everybody on the panel here knows that there's problems, but that it's not as good as you think it is to the people who are saying it's the greatest, you know, Spider-Man movie of all time. It'll be in my usual style. It'll just be a different approach. But that leaves me to just say thank you to everybody, all my guests, including Stupenzo, who showed up at the last minute to plug his shit or to plug a couple movies or whatever. Are those new sunglasses, by the way?
Yep.
What?
I don't know. I bought a whole bunch of them at once, so they're newish.
Okay.
They're all cheap. Don't worry. I got them
yeah.
all from Walgreens.
But that just leaves me to thank everybody, my co-host, my panelists, my lovely chat, all the super chatters. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for people watching us. Actually, we probably would be. It'd be really sad. There'd just be a bunch of guys talking to each other for no reason.
Less sad.
This is a little less sad, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all we got. So see you guys next Tuesday. Or see you next Tuesday. There we go. Tits out.
Hey.